Okay, so welcome to Camp K9 for your first time. We'll come over here this way so you guys can be inside of the camera area. So today's day one, and what we like to do during for day one is we like to start off with an evaluation. And what we're doing is we're evaluating a couple different social circumstances first, and then we're also going to see how he does for you when it comes to things like just basic obedience, right? So, what I'd like to start off with is we'll start off with the with those social circumstances. I'm going to walk you through it so that way you can see what's going on, and it'll make more sense as we go along. However, this is not just for your dog, but this is also for you as well, right? So when you watch this back on day 15, 5 weeks out from now, or however long, because I know some of the times getting a little bit dicey. Yeah. But when you see how he is, and then you also see how you are, right? I also want you to see how far along you've come. Also, when it comes to things like, like how am I controlling a leash? How am I doing this? What is my expectation of him? And we'll also go over some of those things at the end. All right. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this out of your way. And then I would like you to, so you see this crack right here? I'd like you to go ahead and walk up to the other side where that crack is over in the floor, and we'll start from there, and you're going to turn and face us. Casey, how about? All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to start off by doing a pass by, and you're going to have him on your outside, right? And people are going to be in the center, crossing each other, and dogs will be to the outside. So is he going to be on your left or your? It depends on however you walk. So okay, so then I will switch him right here, and we're going to pass by each other. All right, so here we go. I will. You will be able to see. Because that's also one of the things that we're looking for, right? Is how are you adjusting with the leash when you first start to how do you adjust when we finish, right? Yeah. So we're going to do the same thing. People in the center again. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it up slightly, and now we're going to have the dogs in the center. All right, we're going to give each other a wide berth here. Well, as much as possible, I'm going to hug this wall. You're going to try and hug that corner, and then we're going to go ahead and pass by each other. There you go. A little bit of a stop and stare, and then we'll do it again. Yep. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have you go ahead and put him into a sit. And then we will walk him up towards you. She'll help you out over there.
Oh, should I grab a treat or something, or do you think he's okay?
Completely up.
He doesn't listen without him.
Completely up to you.
Okay, here. Sit. Okay. Stay. Stay.
All right. So now we're going to approach you.
Is that okay?
It's up to you.
Okay.
Sit. Casey, sit.
Sit. Sit. There's just a lot going on. Sit. Sit. Here, bud.
All right, so a little bit nervous. I'm going to kick out to the side. Give me 1 second.
Stay. You just have a treat for me.
All right, so you're going to go walk back down to that crack again? Yep.
I'm going to grab some treats and see if this is a little better than me. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. So go ahead and step up to that line again. And then what I want you to do is I want you to put him into a sit and then try and get more toward the center. What we're going to do is we're going to have him put into a sit. We're going to circle around you, meet you face to face, hold for 3 seconds, and then we'll peel off. Okay? So his job is to sit there the entire time. Okay, here we go.
Stay. Stay. Here. Sit. Here. Sit.
My dog does go fast too.
Sit.
They go like
Keifer. Sit. Sit.
Sit.
Sit.
Good.
Sit.
All right, and we'll peel away. Come on. Okay, so next thing that I'd like you to do is I'm going to get back here. I'm going to put him in the sit, and then you're going to approach us. You're going to stop 2 to 3 feet away from us, and then have him put into a sit again. Okay?
Discombobulated here.
Sit.
We get it out of it. I feel like I'm the boss. He's doing great. I'm the boss. Yeah. He's on my podcast. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have him sit.
Yep. So you're going to stop about. You're going to have it so that way he is about 2 or 3 feet away from us,
Okay.
and put him into a sit right in front of us. Sit. Casey, sit.
Okay.
Yep.
And then have him sit here.
No, you're going to walk up to us. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
And then when you get to about that crack, go ahead and stop,
Okay.
and then have him sit.
Keifer. Keifer. Sit. Hey. Sit. Keifer. Sit. Sit.
All right. So he's obviously having a little bit of rough time focusing, which is fine. So now what we're going to do is I would like you to, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to peel off over to here behind you. When I do that, what I'd like you to do is have it so you and Keifer are facing towards the camera.
Okay.
Keifer, I want him to be on the inside
Okay.
and facing toward the camera in a sit.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to be approaching from a blind spot. Okay? You can actually go ahead and back up so that way we can get the dogs across. There we go.
Stack up to about here.
No, you're fine now. So go ahead and walk up. Yep, and once he's sitting or at least focused that way, let me know, and we're going to approach from the blind spot.
Sit. 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 He is not interested.
Okay, so as long as he's pointed that direction. Yep. We good? Okay. All right. So the last thing I'd like you to do is walk up to the doorway, put Keifer in a sit, open the door, and see what he does. Okay? And if he's having problems sitting, wait till he stops and he's staring at the door, and then open the door and see if he goes through before you do. Alrighty. So I'm going to go put this dog up, and then I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. So that's only the first half. Tazzy can go back in. Is she going? Or not Tazzy? Casey. Okay. All right, so this next portion of the test is we're going to be doing skills and drills, all right? Now, some of these things he may not know because you've probably never asked him to do it before, which is 100% completely fine. We're just trying to see what he's willing to do. When it comes to having your dog put onto a new surface, a lot of the times they get really shaky and they don't want to do it. So if you find yourself struggling 10, 15 seconds of him not wanting to do it, that's fine. We can move on, right? So all I want you to do is go ahead, point to this cot, and then tell him to place, and see if you can't coax him to be on top of it.
Keifer. Place. Good job.
Good. Awesome.
Isn't that interested in food right now?
Now see if he can put him in a sit.
On top of the cot?
Yes.
Keifer, come. Come here. Keifer. Hey. Place. Good job. Sit. Sit. Good boy.
Good. Awesome. See if he will down for you.
All the way down?
Yep.
Usually doesn't. I don't know why this one's a sore point with them. Come here. Keifer. Come here. Sit. I'm sorry. I should have no place first. Keifer. Sit. Sit. Down. Down. Oh. Sit. Down. Sit. Down. Down. Yeah, he's not doing it.
Okay. No worries. So the next thing I want you to do, go ahead, put him on here in a sit. Do you think you can get any kind of distance away from him and then call him to you?
Okay, I'll try it. Come here, Keifer. Hey. Let go there. Keifer, place. Keifer, place.
All right.
Keifer. Hey. Keifer, sit. Come on, Tago. Sit. Hey. Come here. Come here. Sit.
Okay.
Okay, let's try this direction. Sit. Keifer. Hey. Play.
All right.
Sit. No.
So not a huge deal right now, right? So today's day one. We're just trying to get, or we're trying to just kind of see where that baseline is, and this is a good. Here, we'll back off this way. We'll back off this way, and then go ahead and hang out in that corner, and then Doggo will grab this dog. Morning. Hey, Trace. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll come back up front. Okay, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. All right, so there's a lot of things going on over here. Now, this is this pretty typical behavior of what he does? And how long has he been with you personally again?
Since July.
So since July, he's been with you. It's a hit or miss getting him to do things, especially in public when there's a little bit of distraction around. And then also, let's see, and then just in general, he's not able to get people to like really touch him or do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gotten a lot better about being around people. I feel like he used to make him really tense and nervous before. Now he's more comfortable being around people, but he's more comfortable being around people.
Good morning. I got her. Hey, Mills. Hey, Mills.
You guys have a great day.
Yep, you too. He's got more comfortable being around people, but still can't be touched, still can't hang out, and also pretty typical when you guys get to doorways. He's trying to burst on out through the doors. Okay.
He also has a weird thing with doors where he'll like try to attack them sometimes. It's random. Some days he's just like really bad at the door. It's a weird.
Now, is it the same door that he's really random at?
It's not. It's like the doors to the outside. So we live in Cardiff, so it's the main door, like the front door to the house. He's fine with the door to go outside. He will like bite at it sometimes. And get really ticked off for no reason. Walking through it, I don't know if he got like clipped by the door once, but.
So, what are some other things that we have tried in the past with him, as far as like specialty tools, different kinds of treats? Have you noticed that the treat that he uses will gain different responses?
The ones I brought are like his
highest ones, yeah.
And those are the ones where I can distract him. When he used to be really reactive, that was the one that got his attention. I could get him to do like a sit, a turn, things that would distract him. And those are the ones that work. Today, I think there's a lot going on. He is not even interested in these.
Thank you.
Yeah, so new environment, new place, a couple of reasons why he would react a little bit differently towards you. And honestly, it's a pretty good litmus test of his anxiety levels in a new area is that he would not be able to actually take a treat. Right. So we see that it's a very common trait amongst nervous dogs, right? Nervous dogs that come in, you could have a steak dinner out in front of them, and a lot of the times they might lick it, and then that's about it, right? And that's not out of character at all for nervous or anxious dogs, right? So he's definitely not the worst dog we've seen here.
Honestly, I'm shocked. I'm floored at what I'm seeing right now, just alone at this, because normally he's a lot more reactive.
Mm-hmm.
He's like lunging around. Like just this morning, I took him out, and taking him out, he was like the dog across the street. He wouldn't lock, like he was locked attention on that dog. He was growling. He wasn't quite barking. It was that like roof, like that low bark, but it used to be like walking past any dog, I'm across the street and getting away. So he's getting better. It's just, I don't know how to get him across that finish line of like, we can be around another dog, other people can touch him, other people can work with him. Like that's my main goal.
So when it comes to like just as a subjective point of view, when you ask him or you request him to do certain things for you, do you feel that he respects actually what you're telling him to do? Or if you don't, to be fair to him, do you think he actually understands?
I think he understands. I do think he's like, because he responds to what I ask him to do.
So I may or may not reiterate what you're saying, because you might not be able to hear it on the mic. So what you just told me was that you do think that he understands you. However, he chooses not to listen.
I think that he listens better if there's a treat in my hand. I think then he will do everything in the world, and he knows everything. When there isn't a treat, I think he just doesn't. I think, like you said, it's the respect factor. Does he respect what I'm saying? And then I'm telling him to do something. I don't think that that's there.
Okay. And now, really last thing, have we taken him to other people who have trained with him before?
No, I've talked to a behavioral trainer over the phone to get advice, but that was it. Because he was in the shelter first, and he was fostered. And I asked them for training advice, and they just kind of gave me someone over the phone who was very positive reinforcement. Like, if he doesn't like a situation, remove him from the situation. If he doesn't, constantly distracted, and so distraction was kind of the only thing I used at all.
So just to reiterate, you said that you did get into contact with somebody, a behaviorist, because he did come out of the shelter. You wanted to do what was best for him, and you asked them what to do. A lot of positive reinforcement, a lot of very treat-motivated things. I would imagine they probably taught you a little bit about scatter training, or like scatter feeding, when things like that. However, very unhelpful if he is anxious to the point where he's not going to actually take the food, right? And when you're also thinking about, hey Hazel. Yeah, Alex, who wants that? Or Doug will be right with you. When it comes to that scatter feeding, and when it comes to things like that, not only is it, we'll head into this little pocket over here. I'll move the camera so they can see us. Hey, Hazel, hey, baby.
Just give a little tap. So this one actually just little bugs. It doesn't shock, they're just little bugs. Okay. The one on the right, yeah.
All right, so let's see. We were talking about scatter feeding, right? So not only is it we have to find something that's going to be a stimulus that's going to be of equal or greater to value of what he wants, but if it seems to be ineffective, now we have to find out how far away can I remove him from the situation before scatter feeding is actually a thing, right? Yeah. So it's not even the treat representative, but it's now I have how far away can I be removed from that situation. Now, generally speaking, have you seen a certain distance that you're able to get away, and then he's actually able to listen to you? Or have you counted the feet? Have you done anything like that?
No, it's really just been like I'm up in his face, and that's like as close as possible.
Okay.
I've never really tried to take direction from a distance. I guess for we've done that from a distance. And
Okay.
he's been good about that. I think that's the only one that he'll do from a distance, and it's just earshot
Yep.
is good. But also it's situational. If he's distracted, if there's something else going on, if there's something far more interesting or someone's eating, he couldn't care less than I'm telling you.
Okay. So we will go ahead and we'll take him in now. We're also gonna see.
Go around and do something.
Yep. So we're gonna see how he does over here, and we may introduce him to the group just to see how he does. If you would like, you're more than welcome to sit back and watch from upstairs. If not, you're more than welcome to grab a cup of coffee, take off whenever you need to. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the
I think
video.
for this time I'm gonna leave him so that you just see how he does with you guys.
Okay.
I might come a little early and see if I can watch him for a bit. If that's okay.
No, absolutely.
What time do you guys pick up?
It's like here, they've been here.
So we.
Excuse me.
No,